when you work at Davis Polk, you'd be guaranteed, particularly as a junior, that you've got great training. Not only do we send all our trainees as a guaranteed seat to New York on secondment, we actually have a lot of training in place. A lot of people ask, sort of how we compare our training to some of the Magic Circle firms. Now, I would say that training at Davis Polk is more, sort of on the job, and maybe a little bit less structured in the way that there is less structured black letter law seminars. Now, we're not at law school anymore, so really, it's the practical training we're talking about. One of the things that I'd like to highlight and share with you is that we have a lot of training called what we call Deals Digest, and that's when we've done a transaction and sort of a lot of issues have come up, and sort of a lot of the times there'll be groundbreaking issues that have come to the fore. So as and when these transactions are finalized, the seniors involved will call a seminar, and we'll all sit around, say on a Friday afternoon, or actually lunchtime, and sort of the seniors will then share with everybody sort of the issues that have come up, the problems that they have encountered, and how they solve them. So it's a much more practical, hands-on approach, rather than telling you, oh, we draft this clause because, but it's then, if they're doing that, you should be drafting this clause because. That's got no context. But when it's based on actually a transaction that you've finished doing, then it all makes it come to life. And it's a very interactive, sort of session as well. So I think those Deals Digest is very unusual and, contributes to great learning from a junior point of view. Also, I'd like to say that, I keep telling people that not all IPOs are the same, given that we're a corporate firm. So some of the listings that we have done in the past include Prada, Manchester United, and recently we did the Uber M&A deals. So in many ways, sort of we not only do IPOs, which are household names, but also stuff that's got something, issues that's slightly different. I mean, the Prada one, because it's first of its kind, and it includes some sort of Italian tax issues. I think Manchester United. In the end, I think Manchester United had to go to New York for it to be listed, but in Hong Kong it raised some issues of what the shareholders can or cannot do, and it was a very novel issue that Bonnie Chan, one of our corporate partners, had to deal with. And of course Uber is a household name, and one of our partners, Miranda, dealt with the M&A of it. So sort of what's there not to like coming to work at Davis Polk, knowing that a lot of the deals you will be able to see in the newspapers. Of course, not forgetting on the litigation side, we do a lot of investigations for banks, for sort of big corporates as well, and of course we've got the white collar crime where a certain individual, we did the Court of Final Appeals leave to appeal, and just the other day in July.